I know that decluttering or organizing your house can be daunting and emotional with all the stuff that you have accumulated and gathered and received as gifts or inheritance can add up on your house, and your house can look full and disorganized and clutter everywhere. In this video, I'll talk about the tips, ideas, and suggestions on how to declutter your house with simple, easy, proven techniques. And I'll give you 4 simple tricks for you to declutter effortlessly and simply and during your time that you have. We will also tackle the emotional and logistic challenges that you may face when decluttering. And of course, this video is not only for people who are thinking about moving and want to declutter, but it could be for anybody who wants to stay in the house. You have a lot of things in the house and just want to reorganize, declutter, depersonalize, and feel more at home and relaxed. So stay tuned. Few years ago, I remodeled my house, and believe me, we went through a decluttering and depersonalizing process. So again, if you are considering selling and moving soon or a couple of years later, or if you're just thinking about decluttering your house, organizing yourself, then it does take planning. Do you want to move in 1 month, 2 months? Then it's a different planning versus, hey, I'm going to move in 2 years. Then it's a different kind of planning. So to start decluttering, you must have a plan. You must have a schedule. Can you declutter every weekend for the next 4 weekends? Can you declutter every month, maybe 1 room at a time? So in a year, your house will be decluttered. So planning and organizing and making it fun and relaxed will make it a lot easier. And of course, if you have to move in a couple of months and you're in a rush, you could always use some outside help, but nonetheless, it requires planning. So hope you plan out, and I'll talk about the simple techniques later on as we go along. One of the things you have to keep in mind, and this is where the emotion gets in, is that when you are decluttering, there may be some things that you don't want or really want to give away. But at the end of the day, you also have to keep in mind and be realistic that, hey, nobody may want your stuff or nobody wants your stuff. I'll give you an example. Today's millennials, and I have a millennial myself, a lot of the youngsters, 30-year-old, 40-year-olds, you may want as a parent, and assuming you're an adult parent, 60 years old, 70 years old, or 55 years old, you have some valuable things like your china sets or your armoire or your china cabinet set or some nice furniture, and you may want to give it away to your kids when you move along. But the kids really don't want it today. In our generation, and my dad always used to tell me, buy a nice stuff, buy quality stuff, buy expensive stuff, so it can stay with you for 10, 15 years. Like my camera, my first camera was a Nikon. It was expensive. Today, I don't want to buy such an expensive camera or a phone or an electronic gadget because I want it changed in 2 years because of technology, because of AI. So today's mentality is that even though you may have some valuable things, like your expensive sofa and etc., kids may not want it. So be mindful of that. Just accept the fact that they don't want your stuff, no matter how valuable it is to you. So part of decluttering may be that you have to give things away or throw things away or recycle things away. If your valuable things, your kids don't want it or your siblings don't want it, maybe you want to give it out to your friends and family or to some non-profit organizations and bite the bullet on giving away valuable things. If you have expensive furniture, for example, you may want to have an estate sale and recover what you can. If you have older furniture that nobody wants and you yourself don't want it, you could give it away or recycle it or have a garage sale, etc. But either way, it's time that you are thinking about decluttering, whether it's for remodeling your house or just organizing your lifestyle, your parents moving in or your kids moving in, you need more room in your house and you need to declutter. Get rid of stuff you don't use anymore, no matter how valuable. Things needs to be done. By the way, I'm Mike Patel in Anaheim Hills, California. Thanks for watching my videos and visiting my channel. Please make some comments on what you did to declutter or some of your ideas that you have for decluttering so we can share with other viewers. So let's talk about the practical tips and ideas on decluttering your house. The 4 things I want to talk about is to have 4 bins. 1 bin for each of these items. 1 is for keeping your stuff when you're moving or selling your stuff while you're moving or even staying in your house. a bin for donating the items, and of course a trash/recycle bin. And this is where we get started. So now you have 4 bins. It could be boxes or anything, but it's a word that I'm using. Let's talk about the bin that you want to keep items. Let's say you're thinking about selling and moving in a few months. You have to start packing and declutterizing. So in your keep bin, when you are moving out of state or in a new house or a smaller house, make a box or a bin where you want to take this stuff to another house. So keep that bin and collect things in your keep the bin item. Valuable items or decorative items or pictures or gifts that you received and you want to use it. So start putting that in your keep bin. You can go through each room individually. Then you can go through your family room, your living room, your kitchen, and other rooms that you may have, game room or office room or bonus room. Go through each room and start packing in those bins. Stuff you need right now for living, keep it. The stuff you're gonna take it anyway and you're gonna have to pack anyways, might as well start packing now, because remember, one of the advantages of decluttering is that you are making more room in your house. And what do people buy when they buy a house? When it comes to the inside of the house, people buy space. So the more pictures you have on the wall, more decorative items you have on the wall, more furniture you have in the living room, family room, etc., the smaller the house looks. So the less stuff you have, the better it is. In bin number 2 or box number 2 are things that you need to sell. You have so much things, your kids don't want it, your family don't want it, your friends don't want it. So you want to sell those items. Either you can have a garage sale, you won't make a lot of money on it, but it's very easy and it's fast to do it. Or you can sell on Facebook Marketplace, or you can sell on apps like OfferUp or other items that you're going to sell on the apps and social media. Just a warning, just be careful. Don't give out your address and phone numbers, etc. up front, because there are scammers out there and there are people who will want to steal from you and get into your house. So if you go online shopping, be very secure. And if you want to meet them at a coffee shop or a Starbucks. When I sold my items, when I remodeled a few years ago, I put things up on OfferUp and Facebook. So when they inquired about it, I told them, let's meet at Starbucks. In fact, I met them at the golf course right down the street and we did the transaction over there, of course, for smaller items. If it was bigger items, I met them first over there, made sure they are legit, and then brought them to my house to pick up the items and pay me. So security is very important. So that's one way to sell the things, online and on social media and garage sales. The other thing I did during the remodel is some of the things that nobody wanted or nobody wanted to buy it, I put everything on a garage sale, put a big sign there, free, take it, and guess what? I had 7 or 8 bigger items, things I didn't want, things that nobody wanted, and it was gone by 8 o'clock Sunday morning. It was all gone with me, very little effort at all. And I would rather somebody picks it up and uses it as a recycle item, or if they sell it on eBay or OfferUp, I don't care. I just want to make sure that items I'm giving away, it is of help to somebody. I don't care how it's helpful to them for. Now, there are some items that you may want to donate. You don't want to sell them, you don't want to give it to them, or nobody wants them. You may want to donate it. There are always non-profit organizations in your neighborhood. There are religious organizations in your neighborhood. There's a lot of homeless offices or centers out there. You may want to donate some items to them. The other things you can do to donate is, for example, in Orange County, what I've done, I did not use them personally, but there's an organization called Habitat for Humanity. It's an organization that people donate stuff to, and they actually sell those items and use it for the non-profit organization for people who cannot afford the things that they can buy, whether it's appliances or furnitures or paintings or decorative items. So for organizations like that, you can look it up in your local neighborhood, Google it or ask somebody, or go to your church or your religious facilities, and somebody will be there to help you out. There's always people who want to accept donated items. I always believe in donating things than trashing it. Talking about trash, of course, there's always the bin called the trash, where it's broken items or things you don't want to give it to somebody if it's very outdated, like your 8-track or your CD players, etc. I'm dating myself. But things like that, nobody wants it, nobody can use it, you have to trash them. So either you can make a bin, what I call trash/recycle, and then put it away that way. If you have a lot of things in trash, you can call your city. They can send you a dump truck. In the city of Anaheim Hills, where I live, the city of Anaheim has a free pickup and gives you a free dump container where you can trash all those things and they can pick it up. The other thing you could do is use services like BAGSTER. BAGSTER is a company where they provide you these bags. You can buy them online on Amazon. I have a link below, or you can go to Home Depot. Some of the Home Depots sell it, depends on your area, or you can call them directly. They'll send you these bags. They cost, as of today, I checked online, it was about $29. They're huge bags and they will come pick it up. Home Depot may pick it up, or call BAGSTER directly. I have the link below for them as well, and they will pick it up. Of course, it depends on your areas, but that's an easy way to do it. Put it all in the bag, put it outside, and they'll pick it up and you are done. How easy that is for a trash pickup, and pretty much almost for free. For all the stuff that you have in your house that nobody wants it, you may want it, but nobody wants it and you can't use it. So it's time to get rid of it. I want to touch back on the emotions that'll be involved in this. I know when we removed a lot of stuff, there was stuff that our kids did not want, our friends did not want. We did not want to give it away, especially the items that you were given as gifts or you inherited from your parents or your siblings gave it to you. Things you don't want to give away, but you can't use it. So it is emotionally difficult to give it away, but at some point in your life, you have to part with it. It may get emotional to part with things that are so valuable to you, but yet its time has come to let go. You can't use it. It's not usable. It's not inheritable to your kids. So you just gotta let it go. So it is a tough emotional and logistics challenge to declutter, yet it has to be done. And I'm hoping that this video has given you some nice ideas that you can use, whether you're selling in a few months or selling in a few years, or just want to declutter and depersonalize and reorganize your lifestyle, as I'm sure we all go through changes, especially at our age when we have white hair. Always sell smart and gain more. If there's any way I can help you, please feel free to direct message me or contact me. I'm always here to help you.